99% of people have no future. So don't worry about it. Be positive, start to do it, and when people worry, open the door, see what are they worried about, and solve the problem.
Jack Ma was rejected from 30 jobs, including KFC, and failed his university entrance exam twice. And today, he's a billionaire with his own empire. So what brought this massive change? His mindset. And that's exactly what separates the broke from the unstoppable. You see, wealth doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your brain. Most people are walking around with a poverty program running in the background and they don't even know it. In this video, we're diving headfirst into 5 brutal but powerful mindset shifts that can take you from surviving to stacking serious wealth. No fluff, no just manifest it BS. We're talking about mental rewiring that forces your bank balance to pay attention. Because here's the truth, if you think like everyone else, you'll stay broke like everyone else. But if you're ready to think bigger, act bolder, and ditch the broke mentality for good, this is where the game changes. So let's get to work. Number 1, chase value. Alright, so here's the first lesson, and this is the big one. Stop chasing money. It's a fool's game. Start creating value instead. Most people are completely backward on this. They wake up asking, how can I get more money? The wealthy, the ones who actually win, ask a different question. What massive, painful problem can I solve? Jack Ma put it best. Money making is not our goal, it is a result. And that's what got him from a plain-looking potato Jack Ma to Jack freaking Ma. When he started Alibaba in his tiny apartment with a handful of friends, his mission wasn't to get rich. His mission was to solve a soul-crushing problem for small businesses in China that were completely cut off from the world. He dedicated himself to fixing that. The billions of dollars that came later, that wasn't the prize. That was just the scoreboard. Think about it. Money is just a receipt for the value you've created. If you want more receipts, you have to create more value. It's that simple. Focusing on the money is like trying to get a tan by staring at a picture of the sun. You're focused on the effect, not the cause. If you like Jack Ma's story, then comment your country down below. People love to know where you're watching from. Number 2, embrace failure.
Today is difficult. Tomorrow is much more difficult. The day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die tomorrow evening.
Mindset shift number 2. You need to learn to love getting punched in the face. Metaphorically, of course. You have to see failure not as a dead end, but as data. It's not a verdict on your worth. It's just expensive feedback. If failure were an Olympic sport, Jack Ma would have more gold medals than Michael Phelps. He failed his primary school exams twice and his middle school exams 3 times. He failed his college entrance exam twice. After he finally clawed his way through school, he applied for 30 different jobs and got rejected by every single one. He applied to be a cop. They told him, "You're no good." When KFC first came to his city, 24 people applied for a job, but 23 got hired. Guess who the only reject was?
For 3 years, I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. When KFC came to China, come to my city, 24 people went for the job. 23 people were accepted. I was the only one guy.
Any normal person would have thrown in the towel and decided they were destined for mediocrity. But Ma was different. He didn't see rejection as a final judgment. He saw it as training. He refused to let the world tell him who he was. Every no just fueled his resolve. He lived by the idea that today might be brutal and tomorrow might be worse, but the day after tomorrow will be sunshine. The lesson for you is brutally clear. Stop being so damn afraid to lose. That business idea you've been perfecting for months? Launch it. If it crashes and burns, good. You just paid your tuition at the school of success. And that side chick you had been trying to impress, turns out she was a gold digger. So, congratulations. The only true failure is hiding on the sidelines and never getting in the game. Every mistake you make is just one more step toward victory. Number 3, start small. This brings us to shift number 3. You have to pair a ridiculously huge vision with an immediate, tiny first step. Most people are stuck in one of two traps. You've got the dreamers who talk about their billion-dollar ideas but are permanently paralyzed, waiting for the perfect time. Then you've got the grinders who are so busy with small tasks that they never look up to see where they're going. Jack Ma was a master of thinking big while starting small. His vision was insane: build a global e-commerce giant to empower millions. But his start couldn't have been smaller. He had zero background in tech. He launched Alibaba from his cramped apartment with about $60,000 he scraped together from 18 friends. He didn't have a perfect business plan. He didn't have investors lining up. He just had a massive idea and enough guts to take the first step. He didn't wait. He used what he had right where he was. The global powerhouse you see today started with a few believers in a tiny apartment. So, your turn. Kill the excuse monster. That voice telling you you're not ready, you need more money, more connections? It's a liar. Set it on fire. The perfect time is a myth. The secret is to start now with what you've got. Your vision might be a real estate empire, but your first step is saving $50. Your vision might be a global brand, but your first step is setting up a free social media page. Stop letting the size of your dream bully you into doing nothing. Let the vision guide you, but let your actions build it. Number 4, prioritize long-term impact. All right, mindset shift number 4 is about your timeline. Are you playing checkers or are you playing chess? The world is full of broke checker players. The wealthy are all grand masters. You have to prioritize long-term domination over short-term wins. Jack Ma's philosophy was practically heresy on Wall Street. Customers first, employees second, shareholders third. This is the exact opposite of how most companies think, where the next quarter's profit is their deity. Ma knew that if he created legendary value for his customers and built a fiercely loyal team, shareholder profit would be the inevitable, long-term result. He famously said he wanted Alibaba to last for 102 years, just so it could span 3 centuries. He wasn't building a company, he was building a dynasty. This is what separates the permanently wealthy from the temporarily rich. Short-term thinking makes you chase fads, cut corners, and burn bridges for a quick buck. Long-term thinking forces you to build a reputation, to invest in yourself, and to create systems that grow while you sleep. Here's your action plan. Start making decisions based on who you want to be in 10 years, not what you want next month. Instead of buying the flashy new gadget, invest that cash in a skill that will pay you back for life. Instead of taking the sleazy shortcut, choose the path that builds your name. You need to be planting trees whose shade you don't expect to sit in for a very long time. That's how you build a legacy. Number 5, be service-oriented. The final shift, the one that holds it all together, you must adopt a mindset of insane abundance and relentless service. A scarcity mindset, which is the default for most of the world, views life as a zero-sum game. If you win, I lose. It's a toxic cesspool of jealousy, complaining, and excuses. An abundance mindset knows that's total crap. It sees opportunity everywhere. It believes there's more than enough to go around, and the fastest way to get what you want is to help a ton of other people get what they want. Jack Ma built his entire empire on this. He ignored the armies of critics and focused on one thing: empowering other people. His whole business was designed to give the little guy the tools to win. By focusing on making others rich, his own wealth became a mathematical certainty. He knew that wealth is a force that multiplies when it moves, not when it's hoarded. He even used to help foreigners for free when the only thing in his wallet were flops. A scarcity mindset complains about the economy. An abundance mindset asks, how can I serve people in this economy? A scarcity mindset complains about the competition. An abundance mindset asks, how can I collaborate and create something even bigger? Your job is to become a contributor, not just a consumer. In every room you enter, in every project you touch, your first thought should be, how can I give? Listen more than you talk. Help your team win. Be the person who provides solutions, not problems. When you operate from a place of service, you become an opportunity magnet. So here's your new strategy. Stop scrolling through job boards looking for a higher salary. Start looking for problems. What are people whining about? What's inefficient and drives you crazy? What service in your industry just plain sucks? When you make it your mission to become the solution, money doesn't just follow you, it hunts you down like Mr. Scream chasing down his victims. The wrong mindset. We've talked about the 5 biggest mindset shifts to get to where Jack Ma got, but let's discuss the negative side as well. Why you're failing to become someone like Jack Ma. Let's get one thing straight. You've probably been sold a lie. The lie that a bigger paycheck is the ticket to a richer life, so you chase the promotion, you grind out that side hustle, you trade your sleep for a few extra bucks. And what happens? You get the raise, you buy the fancier car, the bigger house, and a year later, you're right back where you started. Just as broke, but with more expensive problems and a whole lot more stress. Congratulations, you've just upgraded your financial hamster wheel. It's shinier, it spins faster, and it's a trap that keeps millions of people stuck. But there's a way out, and it's not some get-rich-quick garbage or a lucky crypto bet. The real path to being financially free isn't about what's in your wallet, it's about what's between your ears. Jack Ma's story is proof that you don't chase wealth, you build it. These are the exact shifts you need to stop running in circles and start building an empire. Negative effect of the wrong mindset. Changing your mindset for the better can have tremendous positive results, but a poor mindset can bring about a number of disadvantages. Your mindset might be your biggest liability. Not your job, not your education, not even your debt. It's the tiny voice in your head whispering garbage like, "I'll never be rich," or "money is evil," or worse, "I'm just not lucky like them." That's not humility. That's mental sabotage. The poor mindset loves comfort. It clings to instant gratification, Netflix binges and $6 lattes while screaming, "I deserve this." It buys liabilities, not assets. It scrolls through social media instead of skill building. It waits for perfect timing while others are out there building imperfect empires. It avoids risk like it's allergic to success. People with the wrong mindset think failure is fatal, so they never start anything. They'd rather be realistic than relentless. They say things like, "That won't work here," or "It's too late to start now." Meanwhile, someone dumber but hungrier is out there stacking cash. The wrong mindset is obsessed with looking rich instead of being rich. Designer clothes, fancy cars, flexing on Instagram, all while living paycheck to paycheck. That's not wealth. That's financial cosplay. Here's the hard truth. If your mind is broke, your wallet will follow and it will be nothing but a sad slap of misery in your face. Wealth isn't a number. It's a mindset. It's the relentless belief that you can, backed by action that proves you will. So, if you catch yourself making excuses, playing victim, or drowning in envy, congratulations, you've spotted the enemy. Time to fire it, rewire it, replace it. Because the day you stop thinking like a spectator and start acting like a strategist, that's the day your empire begins. So have you fallen into the wrong mindset before? Comment below and do let me know if you found this information helpful. Watch more game-changing videos on becoming a billionaire and hit subscribe to fuel your journey with elite-level strategies to attract unstoppable wealth. Like and share this content with your friends and family.